All right, I'm Nick. Yesterday we went out, we took the Bodyguard, Smith and Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 out, and we shot it. Obviously, this is chambered in 380 if you aren't familiar with it. This video is in a playlist with all of the Smith and Wesson Bodyguard videos. Best way to do it gives you guys an accurate representation of what is going on. The whole goal of the channel is to show you guys a unfiltered view of what actually happens when you buy a bunch of new pistols, and this is no exception. Obviously, as soon as we loaded the first magazine outside yesterday, I showed that it was super hard to load, and as soon as I pulled the gun back and let go, it failed to chamber the first round. Now, I don't look at that as being a gun problem. I look at that as being a magazine problem. When I loaded the magazines in the house prior to going outside to shoot it, I knew the magazines were way too full of ammo. They just didn't work right. Okay, so we have some ammo right here. We have the two magazines that come with it, which is a 12 round and a 10 round. We're gonna load them up so you guys can see how ridiculous it is and go from there. That'll do. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no problem. 9, not a bad problem. 10, not a bad problem. Okay, it went into there, relatively no issue. Okay, now let's fill up the 12er. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I told you yesterday. In this magazine, 11 and 12 were ridiculous. And I mean ridiculous. Now, this is a SIG loader for a 9mm. I believe it'll work. Not really. What I did yesterday to get round 11 and 12 in here is I simply flipped the magazine over, put the bullet down, and pushed down and over. That's number 11. It was hard. Number 12 is absurdly challenging. It's unreasonable to expect this round to go in there and not have a problem. But, you know, there's a lot of comments on the YouTube channel which are pretty misguided. People maybe they don't watch the whole video. Maybe you guys just comment on the you know, the title of the video or whatever. But remember, there's 11 in here. Number 12 has yet to go. There it is. We got it in there. That's number 12. Now, like I showed you yesterday, you have to absolutely hammer that thing home, and when you push the mag release, it will not release. I wouldn't even be surprised if this thing, it has to be an expansion problem, right? Because you can see, like right here, it won't even fall in there on its own, right? So that means the metal is expanding from having that many rounds in there. I could go get my digital calipers and measure it. Shouldn't take rocket science to realize that that falls in there much easier. The least amount of, the more rounds you take out, fail, the easier that falls in there, right? So, very simple concept. That means that this is thicker with the more rounds that you put in there. And I think we're down to 8. So let's down to 8. So let's put 9, 10, 11 went in pretty easy that time. 12 is not making it happen. But even with 11, it doesn't go all the way in. which means the magazine is changing shape when you put ammo in it. It's not a crazy concept. It's not the ammo being bad. It's not malfunctioning because it was limp wristing the pistol when shooting. It's a magazine issue. Like I said outside yesterday, a lot of these companies, they're trying so hard to tell you that it's 12 plus 1 or 10 plus 1 or 17 plus 1 that it doesn't fit properly. Like a magazine like this is 23. You can put 23 in here with your hands. Takes no effort. I know. Different caliber, different pistol. So we have 11. Let's put 12 in here. Well, that's not going to work. Let's put 12 in here, which is getting a little bit easier, no doubt. So now, I'm telling you, that's not happening. Boom. Now we're just going to rack the gun. All the back, let go. It did it with no problems that time. Is it getting better? 100%. Would it drop the magazine there? No, it did not drop. Oops, tiny little gun. Okay. Those are things to consider. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't plan on shooting this for the next several days. I have a lot of things going on. I have a lot of other guns I would prefer to shoot. So I'm going to put 12 rounds back in this magazine. I'm going to toss them in this box. It's in there. And remember, it's getting easier. So I don't think there's a major problem. It's just the springs need to be broke in. That is wildly common and extremely acceptable in my mind. That's going to go in there. This bad boy is going to go in there. It's going to go in this box. And let's say 5 to 7 days from now, we'll pull it out of that box and we'll see if there's a difference. I think there'll be a difference, okay? Remember, these videos are for people who are going out and buying guns for the first time. Obviously, I buy a lot of pistols. I shoot a lot of pistols. I've seen a lot of random problems from the factory. That's a magazine issue. I don't look at it as being a big deal. Maybe the springs are too long. Maybe they need to be compressed. It'll get buffed out. But I wanted to show you guys an accurate idea of what is happening. Thanks for watching.